One of the 5 people in the sub is Paul-Henri Nargale. For years, he lived in Connecticut's Litchfield Hills, and now people who knew him and know him are praying and certainly pulling for him and his family tonight. Channel 3's Dylan Fearon spoke with many of those people today. He's joining us live from the newsroom with more tonight. Dylan?
Well, Paul-Henri used to live in Kent. He's known as PH in town, and he's still a big part of Kent's library. But Paul-Henri is also an expert deep sea diver who's been on dozens of expeditions. The ones who know him best are hoping for a miracle.
I do know the gentleman now that I think of it.
Elise Sieplick realizes she knows one of the 5 people in the missing sub, Paul-Henri Nargale, known as PH in the small town of Kent. He lived on Spooner Hill Road for years.
It's just unfortunate. He's a nice man, and it's just unfortunate. You know, there's no other words. If they don't get him, it's going to be a terrible loss.
Paul-Henri recently moved to New York, but he's still a board member for the Kent Library Association. Elise's husband, Eric, studies biology and oceanography. He's mesmerized by the horrific situation PH and the 4 passengers are in.
Could have been anything. Could have been leak in the hull. Could have been some problem with the people that were there. That were in the sub. I mean, it could be anything.
Paul-Henri is an expert deep sea diver and submersible pilot. He's led several Titanic expeditions, but PH needs rescuing.
The size of the search area is the size of Connecticut. It's a lot of square miles, so that makes it tough.
Kathy Fraid is just a few houses from where PH lived in Kent.
I feel bad for them that it looks like they're not going to get back.
But RMS Titanic Incorporated, where Paul-Henri works, isn't giving up, saying Paul-Henri's passion for Titanic and diving led him to complete 35 submersible dives. More than anyone, we trust his faith and experience will help navigate this critical situation.
It's too bad, and I hope they get him. I hope they're able to find him.
And with Paul-Henri being a major part of the Kent Memorial Library, we did hear from the library's director. She told me we're hoping for the best outcome for our friend. We're live in the newsroom tonight. I'm Dylan Fearon, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.